Sean Cassidy here from the Sagamore Communications Department. I'm here with Grace and Melanie. How are you today, Grace?
I'm doing fine.
Good. How are you, Melanie?
I'm good, thanks.
Excellent. We're here to discuss COVID-19 vaccines. We have a few questions for you. I'm hoping you'll have time today to answer our questions. So the first one, if vaccines are effective, why are vaccinated people still getting COVID-19?
Well, to me, I'm 76 years old. I had all my 3 needles, my vaccinations when the time came, and I had no side effects at all. And to me, every person should get vaccinated because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know exactly what happened when we didn't know anything about COVID, but we still protect ourselves. Just like tuberculosis, we had to protect ourselves. From baby on, people start getting vaccinations with babies when they're very young, right up to high school. They have to have needles. And that's exactly the same thing we're doing with COVID. We're protecting ourselves. Even though you get needles for the flu and cold and all that, you still get the cold, but it helps prevent it to be more serious than it is. It helps the lungs and whatever. To me, I don't know why people are backing down on that.
Thanks very much, Grace. And what's your feeling on this, Melanie?
Well, the vaccines, they're not 100%, but they do provide some immunity for individuals. So people are still getting COVID-19, but they may not be getting as severe symptoms that they would be had they not received any vaccines. So vaccines are quite effective, but I mean, again, they're not 100%, but they're still providing that immunity that is required.
And I think the other benefit, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they also keep people out of the hospital and keep it more free for serious illness, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. And the ones that were vaccinated were the ones that were able to just deal with COVID at home. Like my son, he had 3 needles too, vaccinations. He had COVID. I stayed isolated with him, but I never got COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the wood? And but I stayed isolated for 10 days when he had it. And then he ended up in the hospital for something different, but he finished off his COVID there. So to me, everybody should have it regardless whether they have faith in it or not, because as a child, we got all our needles to help protect ourselves, and that's why I'm still here, I imagine, 76 years later.
So the next question would be, are the COVID-19 vaccines safe?
Well, to me, I think I'm living proof that it's safe. I never had no side effects, and of course I don't smoke. That helps the lungs too. And to me, I find it safe. I depend on that. And if I do get COVID, it's not going to be as serious. Yes.
Yeah, and I would add that they are safe. They've been through a rigorous process at the government level and through the different checkpoints that the government has to go through to make these very safe for people to have. So the one thing that I would say is that these vaccines, they don't change the DNA in individuals. What they do is really try to help support your system, your immune system.
Last question, Melanie and Grace. If I've already gotten 2 COVID-19 vaccines, why would I need to get more?
I think we have to keep on protecting ourselves. Like this was no one expected COVID, whatever that was that came in from overseas. We don't know what's happening up in the air again. We still have to protect ourselves if something more drastic comes in along back to back with this COVID. Mm-hmm. To me, that's my point of view.
Mm-hmm. The reason we get the boosters is because the vaccine tends to wear off. That's been proven. So this is the whole rationale for having these boosters and providing them on a regular basis. So I believe for the general population, we've been given 3 doses. A lot of our elders and our elderly population have been given 4 doses. And there's nothing to say that this will continue. We don't know how many are coming down the line, but it is important to stay protected and continue to get the boosters when they become available.
Well, thanks very much for your time today, Melanie and Grace.
Mhm.
We really appreciate it, and you have a good day.
Thanks,
Thank
you
you
too.
very much.